Welcome back, world, to another episode with me, your host, Terrence Feagin, and this is Mindset Academy. So if you're looking to be inspired, if you're looking to take your life to the next level, but you're probably hitting stumbling blocks, and you're not sure where to go, where you actually landed in the right place, this is the place where we will help you to change your life through mindset. Yes. Yet another episode, and it's late here, Friday morning, actually, 12:21 a.m. for all those people that can't go to sleep. And, I think that, one, I don't have the problem or the issue of going to sleep. I could definitely go to sleep. So don't put me in that category. But what I'm saying is that you're up working, you're up grinding, you're looking for an opportunity, and you're taking it. And even if that means giving up sleep, giving up a nap, giving up time where you could be cozied in, you can be sleeping next to your partner, you could even be making love right now, but yet you're up thinking about your goals, you're up thinking about your future, and you're up wanting to be inspired because you're working, right? Well, listen, this is the podcast where you're going to learn so many different tips and tricks to be able to get to your desires. Now, as I said, this is your host, Terrence Feagin, and if you've been following me for any amount of time through YouTube, through social media, and you can even ask the people who may know me personally, but I've been someone who's been dedicated towards increasingly finding different ways to, again, increase my life, and just not even material things, but spiritually, mentally, and definitely physically. I think we all should be on that journey of finding out who we are, finding out what we can do with ourselves, and just taking that one step further towards what we even think that we can accomplish. So, as I said, I'm here to inspire. I'm here to give back through words, through encouragement, through education, through books, through this podcast. So, this is actually episode number one. Episode number one, where we'll be going live this Thursday. And what I'm saying is this: I've been on a journey. I've been on track to making this podcast for years now. Honestly, I think the will to constantly keep going and the will to find out who I am is the reason why I'm here today. Pushing myself forward to, one, be in a game of those people who are talking and inspiring. I just think that everybody has a voice, and I think that my voice can be the voice out there that can help thousands, even millions. I truly believe that. And if I didn't believe it, I wouldn't be speaking here. I wouldn't be up tired right now knowing that I got work to do for tomorrow. But I'm here. As I said, I'm here to inspire. So one of the things that I always tell people when it comes to getting to the next level, it's all about understanding, what do you want out of life? So there's so many people who don't really understand what they want, yet they know they want to be in maybe a new house, a new car, or a new job, but yet they don't really get specific with it. They don't understand that the devil is in the details. People like to say that, well, let me take the devil out of it. Look, God is in the details. You are in the details. But if you're not defining what those details are, how can you even push further? How can you actually know and see what you want to be if you're not actually being that person? So understand, desire is the one inanimate object that can really propel you to wherever you want to go in life. The fact is that if you feel something and you live in that, and you constantly think about that, and you meditate on it, and you think from the end of what your desire is, soon you'll look up and it's going to be right in front of you. It's going to be right around you. But people often tend not to, one, fantasize about what they want. No, they may fantasize about thinking about it, but they don't truly put the mindset of using imagination towards their desires. Why? I'll easily tell you that. It's because when you bring up the topic of manifestation, or you bring up the topic of imagination, most people think of fairy tales. And I get it. Most of life for some people can seem like, it's hard to imagine things. But if you really sit back and you use your imagination and understand what your imagination is, and you use your desire to focus in and use, so if you take your desires and your imaginations and you put them both together, you will see that you can create whatever you want out of your life. And for the very first half of my life, I didn't understand that. I don't think most people will or do as a child, but I think once I turned 30, even after I had multiple kids, I had then started to realize, like, okay, my mind has been creating everything that I've ever wanted. I had to look back and see, like, yo, everything that I said that I wanted has come in some shape or form or fashion. Why is that? And I started to dive into books, right? I started to dive into so many books. Like, I remember reading back in the Navy, just reading and reading books because we were always out to sea. I remember bringing in books, and those books were really helping me to find a new, I guess you could say, talent or a new skill that I could unlock in my brain, and that became my imagination. Now, what I'll say is this: I've always been a goal setter. Goals have always been there for me. That hasn't been the issue. What has been the issue is understanding that the goals that I was setting were too low. Now, again, this goes back to desire. My desire was set at those goals, but if I would have known that the impact of just setting goals, if I knew the impact of that, I would have shot way higher. So if you're listening to this right now and you have goals, or if you don't have any goals, I want you to just set them higher than where you think you could possibly go. Set them higher, because if you continue to set them higher, you're going to aim and hit them. And just imagine, once you get to those goals and you get to that final draw, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, man, I should have shot higher. So I'm telling you this right now. Do what you can. Write down what you can. But always think bigger. All right. So, I want to go back to the point of desire and kind of focus in on it a little bit more. As I was saying, you need to be specific. Write down the specific number or dollar amount of money that you want. Like, write down whatever it is that's appealing to you. Write it down and meditate on it. Read over it. Look over it multiple times a day. Imagine yourself in that. But not only that, like, really feel what it would feel like if you were already in possession of that desire. Now, that's a key right there that I really want you to take away, because once you start to feel how it feels to become who you are, you will start to see that it start to pull towards you, and the dreams that you have and the imaginations that you have when you sit back and meditate and use your brain is going to start to become more clear to you. As it starts to become more clear to you, this is when you will start to see that you are worth it. You are worthy of what you are asking for. Now, it's not going to be just that easy. All right. Yeah. Of course, we can all write things on paper. Of course, we can, imagine it, feel it, think about how it would be. But after you come out of that meditation, you still have to do things to achieve that goal. You still have to work towards it. You still have to fight towards it. You're going to have to break out of a comfort level to move you towards that. Now, think about it like this. You are not the person that you're dreaming of becoming. You currently in this situation may not be the person that you want to become. So with that, there's going to come a time where you have to go through some changes. You're going to have to grow. And through those growth, you're going to go through pain. That pain is meant to only strengthen you and to build you up to become who you are requesting to be. So when you start to feel that pain, don't sit back on it. Push forward, because as you push forward, you will become a stronger person. It's just like in the gym. Anybody that's ever been in the gym or athletic, been in that athletic realm, you know that as you push further in your workouts, you become sore, but that soreness is breaking you down to build back up the muscle capacity to be able to go out and do the same workout that you did. So imagine if you're going through your goals and your dreams in your life And you're hitting these marks, but then you start to slow down because you're getting tired. But yet that tired is what you requested to go through in order to get to that life you wanted. So as you start to get through that, push through those goals, push through those pains, push through those tribulations, because on the other side of that is exactly what you're requesting. And honestly, right now, I'm going through it. By me sitting right here on this microphone, speaking to, staring at a computer screen, looking at the bars go up and down while I'm recording this, I'm going through pain. The pain is focusing on doing what I told myself that I wanted to do. And that may be hard for a lot of people. And it's hard for me. A lot of times I'm not always motivated to sit on here and talk about topics. Why? Especially when you're starting out, especially when, it may not even be people that's even interested in what you got going on. But that's the pain, and that's the journey, and that's the sacrifice that you got to go through. The process is the journey. The journey is the process. Go through it, become bigger, become stronger, and come better. Now, again, I'm saying this to y'all, but I'm also saying this to myself. Honestly, like everything that I say, I'm echoing to myself because it's helping to fuel me. It's helping to push me further as well. So, honestly, focusing in on your desires and then meditating in it, feeling it, looking at those desires, becoming who you want, and change up your vocals, change up what you say to yourself, and then start to work towards it. Once you start to feel that pain and that agony of moving from the person, or that fear and moving towards that, when you move towards it and you move through it, you'll see that those opportunities are going to come to you. So, wrapping up this, because I want to get to bed. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I could talk all that rah-rah about being up and staying up late at night, but honestly, I want to go to sleep because I got work to do. And it is important to get sleep. Don't let anybody out there tell you stay up all night and work. Nah, don't do all that. Get your time in, get your sleep in, get your recovery in. But hey, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate you taking the time to actually support me. So if you do like this information, you want to hear more of it, make sure you subscribe here, but also on Apple Music, on Apple, wherever you can get any Apple podcast, even Spotify. And then also we will be uploading this audio, and we'll be doing the videos from now, every now and then. But as of now, this will be an audio podcast, the very first of many to come. But this will be on YouTube. And again, if you do like this and you want to follow along, make sure you subscribe on all the platforms. Wherever you see any type of social media, we will be there. And again, my name is Terrence Feagin with Cultural Notoriety, the business where we help you to develop your mindset. So if you want more information, go to culturalnotoriety.com. You'll see there where we have all type of information, and also a schedule where you can book to speak with me on a one-on-one consulting, coaching line. So hey, check out our information there, YouTube, Instagram. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And again, we'll see you next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, for Mindset Academy. Take care.